I know this is technically cheating, given I've seen this movie so many goddamn times and covered it so many times this channel, and on the awesome Our Life in Horror channel of Sam and Brendan I covered it with, and every which way but loose. But I really need a win after how incredibly terrible Toxic Avenger 4 was. Do you know how bad it was? I actually decided not to go to the cinema tonight. I was going to see Honey Don't. I'm recording this on Monday because I was so fed up. After I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I can't risk seeing something. Like, it's like what we did at university when we watch a god awful movie and then we watch something like Robocop or Fly because needed to come back up. I went so far down, I needed a guaranteed win, and this is it. This is one of my favourite movies of all time. It holds up. Even as a background watch, it's like an easy 4 out of 5 without even focusing on it. And also, it's a movie I can talk about for hours and hours and hours. But I think what I really like is after how bloody awful Toxic Avenger 4 was, I was tempted to just stop doing these altogether and just concede defeat, and I'm glad I didn't, because there is some awesome stuff on Shudder. Like, they're the guys who put this through. They're one of the groups who financed this, I think, and distributed it, and got it to cinemas, which is amazing. It's like proof that you can make a genuinely good independent horror movie nowadays, and it restored my faith in their platform, because I'll pull up with a billion Toxic Avenger 4s if you make stuff like this. For those who don't know, yeah, again, it's one of my favourite movies. I think what I like most about it is it's just good. I mean, it really feels like it hits the spot in terms of being a very accurate representation of a chat show in the 70s, but also just generally good on its own merits. Like, it's good acting, it's good writing, it's just a good movie. I mean, I'd say it's more than a good movie, I'd say it's a great movie. But I think probably the thing I like most about it is it's a vibe movie. It's definitely one of those where a lot of it is you're just hanging out watching the characters on the show and behind the scenes stuff, but you just like spending time with these characters. And it's rare that you get like a hangout horror movies. Usually they're very, very tightly plotted. And I suppose this one is, in terms of like, it's got a loose feel, but it's quite tightly plotted in terms of what happens and payoffs and things like that. But it feels like you are just watching an episode of a chat show from the 70s. And I, as someone who grew up watching a lot of British chat shows, this definitely has that feel. And it's very similar to stuff like, Ghostwatch, which is, oh God, I love Ghostwatch. I should definitely... Oh, and I'll cover one WNUF Halloween specials. I love that one too. I just love that whole vibe. I love that sense of like you're making something which feels so real and then goes batshit insane. It's brilliant. But I think this has to one-up overlap because, I mean, I obviously grew up watching Parkinson. So on one hand, it does have the effect of like, oh no, it's shocking, it's horrifying. But on the other hand, it's sort of like, yeah, it's like you see Craig Charles in Cast 2, and I like this one because it doesn't pretend to be an actual documentary, but it mostly features actors. I mean, obviously, the lead guy is pretty well known because of Ant-Man and Suicide Squad and loads of other things. He's a really good actor. And June is in June too. But like most of the other cast is made of people who aren't quite so well known. I mean, probably the second most high known guy in the entire cast is Michael Ironside, and he just does narration. And to be honest, I didn't even know it was him first time. I knew the voice. I knew the voice from somewhere, but I didn't actually know it's him. So what I think is, for me, like, this movie is just, I love it. I just genuinely love it. And I talked about it for ages, and I have. I'm talking about it again. I think it's the execution too. It just feels so fluid. And one of the other things I really love is I love movies like Jobs, where it's like a behind the scenes almost look, where you're not so much, I mean, this obviously does focus on the on-air parts, but it just, the way it just shows you the entire show, including the behind the scenes stuff, it's just so cool. It's like one of my favourite types of movies, where it's like almost capturing a moment in time. It's something Aaron Sorkin's really, really, really good at. I suppose that's the only thing you could say. It's so accurate in trying to portray 1970s style chat show that some dialogue isn't quite as sharp as it could have been. But then maybe that's the point, because it's clearly not as good as like Carson Tonight Show in any stretch. It's like a bunch of, not amateurs, but like people who just below that level. Trying to make a chat show, so obviously it's going to become a bit naff, a bit goofy, but man alive, I love this movie, and it's the perfect tonic after a shit movie like Toxic Avenger 4. This one is like, even on background watches, it's like 4 out of 5. On actual watches, it's 5. So if you have Shudder, put this on. You might have to sit for a lot of adverts at the start, but the movie is worth it.